In Kha'Zix, you should go opportunity second. So the build is really important, right? Like with every champion, the build's the most important. Ghostblade into opportunity is just the best build right now. It's very, both items are really OP. So you just want to utilize the build path. Third and third, fourth is like Edge of Night, Grudge. Last item is like flexible. Show me the runes again. Yeah, that one's fine. I mean, the thing with climbing is like the harder the champion you're picking, the harder it is to climb, right? Like Viego's,
Yeah,
even though he's like very popular, he's a bit tricky to play. Yeah.
on
The
its
idea
own.
is like you have to understand like the champions, like they all have these play, like those three champions you just have, Kha'Zix, Kindred, Viego, they all have distinctively different play styles, right? Like the Viego is much more about like a follow-up, you know, reset champion who wants someone else to go in first and he can just follow up. He's a skirmisher.
Hmm.
Kindred is like a invader, a cheeser who wants to kind of scale, get marks and stuff like that, play team fights from far away, and you know, look for these sort of like in and out opportunities. Kha'Zix, similar, wants to play, you know, in and out. Once he can initiate because of his invisibility, he can just self onto people and one shot them. But he's very delicate, right? Like, so these are all very squishy champions that you're playing. Viego probably more beefier than the others. But I think Kha'Zix relatively you've had a good place off. So here, yeah, I think it's fine. Kha'Zix no health pot because what is our first base? We want Dirk. We want to
Dirk.
save all our
Yep.
money. We can just get a full clear with Crab. Will give you 1,000 gold so you can get the Dirk. But this is where not buying a health pot is actually good. Otherwise, like, you know, like some champions, like depending on what your first buy is, right? You should already know
Yeah.
pretty much everyone you play. What is my first buy? How much more gold do I want? Ideally, it's like 1,000 is what's going to be hard to get if you have a health pod. Your first buy is like 1,100. It doesn't really matter about a health pod because you're realistically not going to get that much extra gold. If you get a kill, you're going to be at like 1,200 anyways.
This guy's smurfing, by the way, but I'm going to try to not let that factor into
Urgon?
anything.
Is he trolling?
Yeah. No, I think he's on a. I think he's a. I don't know. He's on a new account and he's got a. I don't know if he's like a diamond smurf or something, or somebody
Oh,
got
he's just
banned,
messing
but he
around.
is
I
a.
see, I see.
Yeah.
Same thing with playstyle. I mean, Riven Top is like really snowbally. You have good lanes. You have good lanes, except for mid is like more passive. Your top lane is real snowball. Your bot lane, engage support versus Nami, right? This is much different from the last game where you had a useless Senna support. You have a Nolus who can hook
Hmm.
in. You have a Zeri. You have really strong champs to fight. So here, definitely, you know, bot side will give you opportunities. Because like when you're playing champions that don't have engage, you have to rely on your other teammates to engage. So usually what I like to do is just move the camp to the edge right away. Just, and then from here, now I start to like watch like the lanes. Once you get to the outer circle, that's when you can kind of watch. Zeri inting, that's fine. Happens. Don't worry about it
You
too
get no
much.
sums bot, so it should be an easy kill once I make it down there.
Mm-hmm.
Barrier and flash
I
gone.
think watching you play too, summoners is really important. I don't know if Poro Fester can track summoners for you, but I think that's something you need to focus more
Yeah.
on. Because a lot of situations the Mordekais are having flash. A lot of situations you're not really accounting for the enemy summoners.
Yeah. I should have
Realistically, it's
timed
just
him when he
summoners.
flashed with me, so I could have timed it with my flash.
Yeah, you don't even have to type anything. Just look at your flash and be like, yeah, it's probably gonna be up like that. Remember, you can always W while you're Eing at the very end. So you always EW when you're farming. So, I mean, most likely a full
Here.
clear versus full clear, right? So just be aware of that. You should always be
Yeah, I
advanced
might
thinking
just
about what is this crap situation going to be like?
probably gonna base and just go top crab because they're basing and
You don't want to base here. You want to go look to either just get top grab right now. You have smite. You can easily Q smite and one shot this crab. Just Q smite it. And now just go follow him. You should follow him up because the Reliant Soul is moving. This is a bit dangerous now. Just ward that brush and back up. Now you want to base. And rinse and repeat. Sorry, full clear again. Yeah. I don't think it was too fast. I think it's just how you ended up more towards bot side. He probably did his blue later. And just play for the full clear again. Just do the same thing. Remember the mechanics I've taught you on Kha'Zix too, right? It was just like you can W as you're Eing at the very end. Most importantly, you can Q in the E animation, right? So when you E someone, you're always spamming Q as you're doing it. on the target.
Yeah.
Make sure your mouse is on the target because it will cancel the animation. You can get the Q off in the E. That's the most important thing.
All right.
So when you land, by the time you land, it should already have the Q already done. You remember you have 2 smite charges. It's fine to just be smiting there. While it's like...
Yeah, I always forget that.
Yeah, just remember that. And also with champions, you should always be aware of the smite. So here, just ward the dragon. See what's going on. Approach from outside. Just follow him. Watch out for her bubble. Flash over.
Oh my goodness.
Too late, back up. Just, you know, if something goes wrong, if something isn't, whatever reason, not a kill, just accept it and move on, right? Urgot's here, remember, you gotta be careful, don't chase. We saw Urgot earlier, we don't really want to overfight right now. Enemy mid is rotating, he can just press on you here, back up. W him though, break his shield. W as you're going. Perfect. So what do you need here? You need either a Rolling Soul to rotate. You just have to be careful, right? You don't want to be tanking Dragon here. Back up here. Danger ping this guy. It's really bad what he's doing. You got to be able to say like this is not a good fight. Like Dragon, Hextech Dragon on you.
What,
right? Like,
dude? Get off
real
me.
bad. Now here's just base. Your top side's up. Your farm. Just base here. If he runs towards you, yes, Nihilus can hook. Just see what Nihilus wants to do. This guy's just trekking Dragon. Now you want to just get topside early here. So get topside fast.
Oh,
Here you want to
pinged him.
just smite and just make sure you smite. Remember the idea is like, you know, whatever happens on bot side, you don't have to worry about that right now. You have 2 charges, you want to smite earlier. Whatever's happening bot side, it doesn't really affect you right now. So just go with Riven now. He wants to fight maybe. Get 6. If he's not, yeah, just get 6. That's not looking good. Just see what's going on there and then like evaluate quick. Do I have time to get 6 here? Is there really all-in fight happening, right? She wants to all-in, right? She has ulti. So all you have to do is just, you know, just get this sick, evolve your Q. And then just go where the pink is. Now she's fighting. Go, go, go. Take it slow though. Be patient, right? Don't feel the need to do anything. Just follow her here. Follow, follow. Go, go, go. Bit late now. She needed to go earlier on him. You can just go on him. Care for his ulti here. Back up, back up, back.
Oh my god, I'm so slow.
Yeah, once Riven
I mean-
ulti is there, you just have to... The idea is, when I mean slow, it more so means like... You just kind of like follow her without using your abilities, you know? Until she's in a better window to go. But things go wrong, that's fine. Just focus on farming. Just start farming your jungle
Our
here.
bot lane's destroying them.
Yeah, bot lane's winning. You're doing well. For Assassin like Kha'Zix, the biggest spike is just like... Your Ghostwave spike early game. So you're getting close. It's going to be like 600 gold. So just farm it up. And if top lane is rough, if mid lane is rough. If top lane is rough, if mid lane is rough, what do we want to be doing? We want to be focusing bot side. And your team wants to do it. You can do Dragon here. Just leap over. Reason why is your bot lane is going to have priority, right? So your bot lane is going to have push and they're going to come. If Urgot walks in, just buy time till your bot lane comes. Wait for your team. Ulti, ulti. Just ulti and jump out.
Bro, what?
Honestly, it's probably gonna might go well here.
It's like so. I hate live code. I just cannot like. I get so.
Yeah, it feels like, you know, a spectator watching over your movements. It's
So
okay
he,
though. I
he
mean, the
pinged
more
me
you
to
do
go
it,
dragon and he didn't come help me. That's like. Alright.
in that situation, you just have to be willing to like jump out right away when the mouse comes. You just ulti and jump out. The reason is like he'll start tanking dragon, your team will rotate. So in that situation, you have to be playing as if, you know, like if someone sees you, you just want to sort of escape.
All right, I gotta like not tilt.
Yeah, no tilting. Just focus up. Just focus on like what plays you feel like, you know, you can do, right? Your team is still doing fine. This guy on tower, I mean, it doesn't really matter right now. Your goal is to kind of like, you can get on top of people that are easy to get on. That's really good. The most important thing is not feeling the need to force hard, right? You don't want to be forcing hard anything. Like every play you have to play as if like, you know, you're it's okay to get out, right? Like you can just like change your mind. Like that dragon, I
Hmm.
could easily change my mind, jump out, right? It's not like the end of the world. I don't have to stay on it right there. In fact, getting out in that situation is a good thing because now Malzahar is trapped. Ghostblade, go on Malzahar right away. Ulti, EQ. Easy peasy. Good kill. Lillian's coming to push the wave in, so you don't have to do that. You can just walk topside here now and see what kind of camps are up. Remember, because you have like, you know, you want to be proactive when your full clear is done. When you have like, you know, relatively all your abilities up, your summoners and stuff. Don't force on a Warwick though. So here you can just, you know, either base or just play for your topside wait. But yeah, you want to be more proactive. Now we have what? We have Herald in 44. We have Dragon in 140. I'll probably reset right after this and buy. And you're going to be really strong. For boots, I mean, ability haste boosts are usually the go-to. Unless you need like Merc Drez. I would say you probably just want ability haste boost here. So I'll just base. And look Nami here. Very nice. For God. AS champion.
Oh,
Now,
yeah,
what do we have? We have Herald.
Herald.
We do Herald. Crab is up too. Well, who's around this area? It's Warwick. Drop a pink in that brush.
Warwick.
Help Nihilus. You can Q him. Oh, his ulti's down now. Keep queuing and kite. Don't let him auto for free. Just keep kiting and you're playing around Q range. And look at that. You're just back in the game like that. Your mechanics were good in that team fight. I mean, I saw EQs, right? You're queuing while you're Eing. Most important mechanic. Stealthing slightly before because why? Because our movement speed on ourself is really good. This might be too long. Just leave. Just get out. Because of the work
Yeah, I
thing,
don't have
it's too
smite
late.
either.
Yeah, but it's just like, you know, sometimes you have to evaluate that we took too long with the Warwick. Our window to do like this objective is pretty much done. But now you're really strong. You have opportunity, right? So now I'm really strong. You can buy pinks. Honestly, I like pinks a lot. Kha'zix a lot. Just one. Now just group up. But also remember, without your ultimate, you're really not looking to go in. So
Am I going
he's trying
W
to. You should
second
go in
or
your.
R
You should go
second?
in your through your jungle here. You don't want him to. You always want to not be shown. You want to go a W evolution second, especially against the people who can actually reveal you. Drop a pink over the wall here. Try to drop your pinks like right on the edge, so he has to walk up to clear. It's fine to give up this dragon. Don't die for it. Look for maybe a Nami pick or something. If nothing, just give up. Don't die for this stuff. It doesn't matter. You're looking for isolated targets who you can just kill one shot and then not get like collapsed on by their teammates. Most importantly, you also have to worry about Malzahar ultimate. As Malzahar ulti Z, you're kind of dead.
Yeah.
So this game is a bit more tricky than usual, but you're really fast, right? So what do you want to do as a really fast champion? You want to set up in like positions where they're not ready. You've cleared out bot side, they cleared out dragon. Where can you set up for a free kill? Their top side. So you should just go their top side right now. You want to be killing this Jinx or Nami, checking top side jungle. Pretty much on site, you're jumping on like Nami here if you see her. Don't run through tower though. Oh, you can maybe kill.
Oh my god. Oh. That's filthy.
The frames are dying, but it looks like it's a kill. Just get the kill and get out. Your frames are having a heart attack. Damn, was your computer okay there? Was maybe the internet?
I mean, my frames are fine, I think.
Yeah, remember, that's an important aspect. Like, this 2-item spike's probably the strongest point in the game for Kha'zix with these 2 items together because they're so cheap. Here you want to go into armor pin or edge of night too, which is up to you. Play topside. Like, you can see the idea. Honestly, what you did was a bit forced. Like, you just went through the lane and did it. That was okay in that situation. But the idea is what I would have done is like check for topside jungle picks. You win 1v1 against Urgot. If he was in the topside jungle, you would have isolate kill, right? So a big thing, I think Kha'zix is really strong now. I would recommend you keep playing him. But remember, your item spikes are strong. You want to come from angles where you can just get on these squishy targets. Here, ulti, Ghostblade on, go on Jinx. Many people, just be careful. Auto. Run away. You're not isolated anymore.
Oh,
Just
oh no. Yeah.
yeah. So there. Remember, you don't commit. Your jump is your escape, right? In that
Yeah. I
situation,
should
like
have known
you
better
don't
than
have
that
to
shit.
jump. Also, don't jump on Nami if Jinx is right there. So in that
Yeah.
situation, what you do is you want to hit the W slow. Once they're slowed, isolated, you're pretty much stunning them in place, right? So you W there, Q, auto attack, and once you see more people kind of collapse, you jump out and run. Your jump is your escape. If you can get on top of them without having to jump, that's really good. If you're jumping on them, you better hope you one-shot them because you're pretty much
Or
have
have
no
like
more
an E
escape.
reset or something. Yeah.
Well, it's just like if they have flash and you're jumping on them while ulting on to get on top of them, then you pretty much use all your cards, right? So that's like the thing.
Yeah.
You can get on top of them without
Kind of
having
like.
to jump. If they flash, you can just jump right after to finish them off. That's like the idea.
Hmm.
And you have the jump to escape because maybe the fight's not looking good. Maybe the Urgot and Nami just appeared out of nowhere. And that's why you gotta like be aware of that stuff. Otacon's really important not to get. The whole idea is you want to be looking for windows where you can take advantage of your 1v1. Like you can get this Urgot somewhere, someone in their jungle, and Nami going to ward, right? These are the sort of plays you want to be looking for. You don't have to farm as much right now. Just doing Otacon is really good right now. I just do Otacon right now, ping it. Drop just started right now. You do it really fast. Urgot just farmed his bot side. Why is Otacon so good here? Because we see them all top side, we see them all mid. We saw Urgot leaving bot side jungle. So just smite around 1200. No real urgency. And this is a huge objective. It's really broken on Kha'Zix because it gives you the flowers, which gives you a bunch of AD. And then it gives you the explosion if you kill someone, which slows everyone. So here, you don't want to be walking through that pink ward, right? Because well, they're going to see you. But here, you don't want to be jumping in WQ and running away. You can run, it's good, right? Just one is amazing. Just get out. I think you die. Oh
Bro,
my god.
what?
It's
I don't know
when
about
it
that.
comes to climbing, you'd be surprised how much it is just about like how easy of a champion you play and how easy of a play style you play.
Yeah.
Like your champions, which obviously you enjoyed playing, are probably the hardest junglers to play, right? So it's like
Yeah, I
when
looked
you're,
at it like risk versus reward. Like they're hard, but if you master them, you can.
but that the thing is
But
not necessarily because it's like what their mastery occurs, it's so high up in the ranks that it doesn't help you get to that point, right? Like for example, Kindred is like, she is mastered, like her value is so overinflated that like you have to be like masters to get really good value from her. Even then, a lot of
yeah.
masters, like no one's really one-tricking Kindred that much. Here, this guy's a prime target to just, you know, W him right away. Proc that. Great. Don't go
I
on
don't
him
know why I
though.
hit that ghost blade. That was an accident. Yeah.
W here. Don't go in. Just W and kite. Just keep watching for like windows, right? Nothing too crazy. We see how the Otacon just makes your objective fights much better. Personally, I think Kha'Zix, if you're talking about what you're saying, like power for the mastery, Kha'Zix is probably the best one for you to play.
Well, I mean, he's no easy
Careful.
my favorite one.
Remember, we don't want to die, but you're probably dead to Malzahar.
Kha'Zix is my all-time. I can play him every single game forever, but
I would
I need like
recommend playing
somebody
more
else that I can like.
Kha'Zix. I mean, Diana would be your AP jungler. To have, the idea is like you're playing a hard champion. You have to have just this hard champion. You can't have two hard champions to play as your champion pool. You just
Yeah.
have to have like a Kha'Zix, and then your easy champions will be like a Diana for your AP. That's literally all you have to play.
Mhm.
You really want it to climb. Also, itemization is just essential to the game. And secondly, it's like your play styles. Like, you know, you have to understand the play styles of the champions you're trying to play. Definitely go on him, go R. Autocast Q. It's fine, just E Q right away. Remember there, what do we want to do in those situations? We want to auto first before we Q, right? It's auto attack.
Do the slow, yeah.
The slow, and it's the ones that's going to be harder to hit.
I'm just too freaking.
Baron's
go.
up, you can easily...
I'm just
You're
so
pretty
low.
No, just back up. Yeah, because Kha'Zix, when you evolve Q, your attack range is going up, your Q range. Just W. You want to be playing around W range. W slowing people, Qing them after.
Oh,
Not jumping in like that. Remember, you always want to play
Yeah,
with
I
your
gotta get.
champions at their max range abilities, right? Like your W is your utility. You always want to be looking to W people as you're walking away. You don't want to be like running, deserting your team. Apply that value of the evolved spikes. And then also looking at like, you know, your E range or your ulti range after that. Remember, your E, you got to be really delicate about it. Here, you want to just ulti on top of them, auto attack Q. Oh, jump.
I can't. Oh, I'm
No,
so
back up,
slow.
back up. No, back up. Oh, you're dead.
Oh my god, that's
So
insane.
the
That lasted
combo
for.
in this
How was that even fair?
situation is you stealth in with Ghostblade. You press R, you Ghostblade, or you Ghostblade R. You get on top of them,
Hmm.
auto attack with right click, Q then W. That's like your combo. That's your juice there. So auto attack Q W. When you're able to stealth onto them and get on top of them. Sometimes maybe they're gonna be a little
Okay.
too far. You might have to Q first, but
Yeah.
realistically, you're with the Ghostblade and ulti, you should be able to just stealth on someone right away and just auto attack Q W. W, kite back, jump in now. You're very strong, so I mean this game, I think once you get to team fights, it should be free.
Get my mechanics back on this champ. I can't like do
Yeah,
some
just spam it. I mean,
stupid things.
the way if you want to really get better is you have to approach things with like the mindset of like, what is my skill order? What is my usage of my abilities? How do I want to approach the situation? Like, what is my combo? What is my priority of abilities? Remember, like I explained to you, like when in that situation, you approach him, you Ghostblade, you ultimate, you auto Q, then W. That's perfect scenario. And then the jump
Yeah.
is just follow up if they flash out. If you can't, some situations you might have to start with W, right? That's perfectly okay. Other situations you might have to start with jump too, right? It's a very, you know, it's a priority list of like, you should be really just like hurting him here. You want to be looking for angles here in that brush. Urgot's a prime target here, by the way. Just go on him right away. Jump, jump. There you jumped early because now you have evolved jump, right? So you could just prioritize killing someone.
Yeah.
You just want to get on them right there. You just killed them, you have your jump anyways, so. It's a bit of a different situation here. Jump in. Jump out. Run. Smite him, smite. I think you're fine. I don't think they're going to end, but yeah. You're a bit too hesitant to jump in now because you have to understand, like, you have your evolved lead. Completely different situation. I don't think, like, disregard, like, the stuff I was saying before, right? Like, now it's, like, completely
I
different.
know. I was just panicking. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what his R. So like, I'm thinking in my head, if I jump in, he's gonna R me.
Who?
Kind of
Malzahar?
like, yeah.
I think is it's like probably gonna use that on Zeri because she's going in first, right? So you have this golden opportunity to be following up on like someone else, like nuking them, and you always want to take that. Thing about Kha'zix is you want like if you can get people like squishy targets, if they're below half, right? Like it's just beautiful for you to just get them the one shot, even without isolation sometimes. But most importantly, if they're isolated, it's primary target, things you have to worry about. You have flashes, right? But later in the game, flash, Zhonya's, have that in your mind. Primary targets, Jinx, Malzahar. I really do think you can easily just, like, if you see this Malzahar, hit him with W, and then smite to break his shield, like, go on him right now. Auto attack smite early. Q, invis again. Now, go back up and kite. Okay, no flash. E, W to slow them here. E, W, just jump, jump, jump. You gotta hit the W. Nice, well done.
But you can stay or like, dang, I gotta push out our lanes. I feel like I gotta
You
go
just
back.
go defend the base, it's fine. You buy a red pod. Push out the waves. You want to get Baron here, right? So you want to just be pushing out these waves and then make your way to Baron. How come you were a little hesitant to jump in there a little early?
I'm live coach, so I'm just trying not to mess up.
Yeah, so remember, in those situations, like, you're on sort of like the
Trust me, if I was
backside.
playing by myself, I would have done some dumb stuff already.
You're on the backside of the fight, so you just want to get on. Once you jump in there, you're trying to jump not to get on top, but to slow with your W, right? So that's like, that situation, you're on the backside of the fight. Most likely summoners are being used. You're just jumping to get on them. Damn, triple hit. You just gotta get this Baron or Elder or something. Probably Elder here. Nami, look, Nami. Run, run, run. Kite. W range. Always play W range.
Oh my god.
Probably just Elder right now. I would just go through mid here and Baron.
Oh, close your eyes. You see that?
I just want to base. I mean, you don't really need much farm, right? So don't worry about farming. Just probably sell your boots for something. Let's sell boots. And buy like either profane or... Yeah, I'll just go profane. You're not really going to push until your 2 inhibs are back up. Just go hard bot wave. So your goal is if you want to push in this situation, your team has to go through bot. They are on your bot side, so like if they want to fight right now, it's really good. You should look to pick here. Oh,
what?
No. Jump out.
How did my
You just got bubbled. Don't worry too much though.
Yeah, but I had Edge of Night. That's what I was trying to figure out, like, how that happened. Thought I would one-shot him there and jump out. That was my bad. Oh, that's game. Wow.
Hey, there was potential.
Like,
I mean, there was definitely potential. I mean,
I had,
you just gotta be like more aware how you approach the fight. I know you have Edge of Night, but the problem is there's like a tidal wave coming. There's like a bubble afterwards, right? There's just like you don't want to be like going in from like every like the position. Like your approach to fights is really important, right? You have like the tools to come from like over walls, from like behind them. So you don't want to just be like rushing into fights like through everyone's path, like through the obvious way. So like you want to be like looking for, you know, more specific kind of like packs. But we can go over the game and see more. But, I mean, it's a learning experience, right? Like, you just gotta be able to like understand like things, you know. You just gotta see what's your mistakes, like see your mistakes. I mean, early game honestly was pretty bad, right? Like I think it was like around here where I talked about like, okay, so you know, you got on top of her. If you want to secure a kill here, you just have to flash the bubble, right? So we see the bubble in her point of view.
Yeah.
You got to flash over this if you want to kill. If it doesn't amount to a kill, then just like, you know, just like don't approach it, right? And this one, okay, so here what I was trying to tell you was like, so if you're gonna do this, you just gotta go in that situation. Riven kind of messed up her spell. Like here, she's kind of waiting because she's going, because you're like here, right? So when I was saying like be slow, it's not so much that I mean like don't go up with her. I'm just mean like don't like jump in right away. She thinks you're coming right now, so you got to be like walking the path with her, right? So once she like she's approaching like you're gonna go, but you're just sitting here, and then she backs up because you're not going. Now you're going. Like you see how it was like because she has her ulti going. Riven needs to fight during her ulti. It has her ulti, her damage, right? And now at this point, now I'm saying like, okay, now it's a bit late, right? Now it's like there isn't really a fight. So this is just like, be patient doesn't mean like I have to sit in a brush. It just means like don't overexert your abilities. This work is in like a bad spot, and just track until you're in like E range. Watch how he's gonna like, move. That was a bit of a blunder there. The dragon, you have to understand the dragon is like, okay, you will have priority. You have your bot lane coming. Your whole goal here is not to get Malzahar ulti, right? All you have to do is just buy some time here. And this guy is going to die because the Railing Soul is going to come. You just have to ulti right there and then just jump out. Unfortunately, you just like really, you have to understand, if you just jumped out right there, Dragon would be on him. He would be slowed. He's dead, right? This man is not living here. So that would have been an entirely different situation. But instead, you know, you die because if you get out there, you can reapproach this fight as a full health Kha'zix, and then it's a much different situation. So this is a bit of a blunder with your understanding of like, don't commit so hard on that dragon. Think about more of the fight instead of the objective itself.
Okay, it's embarrassing.
No, I mean you're literally a 20 kill game, right? Like you're popping off, right?
Yeah, but I can't win. I should have won this game, but I'm retarded.
I mean, that's the thing about like your execution has to improve, right? You just have to keep practicing, get better execution and stuff like that. Ghostblade ulti here, jump on is 100% good. This was the right play. Only thing you didn't do well here is your W, right? All you have to do is not W like this. If your champ's just facing this way and you're just slightly behind her, you W forward, it's gonna hit. 100% is gonna hit, right? Because the W's are traveling in that direction. Your W is just going in the completely wrong direction. So that was the big. I think the like last fight was probably the biggest one. I mean, you just have to understand like where you approach things is really important. Kha'zix is all about like coming from fog of war, coming from angles that are just really good for you. For example, you have Elder, you have a great situation. You have your jump up, right? There's, like here, this is a jump angle, right? You just want to be looking to jump from here to here. You don't want to be walking with everyone else, right? Because this is where skill shots are going to be coming. You should be looking to be like right here where I am. And then you're just going to jump over here and just be on top of 3 people. So what I do in this fight is I'm going to be here. This is what I'm looking for. I jump over here. And I'm just AoE Wing to reveal everyone in while also instant invising. So here I jump in, W, invis, and just this will reveal pretty much everyone in that situation. And then I'll understand what kind of fight I'm playing with. Plus, and then I just see, okay, this Jinx is isolated. I can easily just jump on her right now. Or not even jump on her. I'll be invis, so I stuff onto and walk up. That's how you want to approach this fight. Not like, you know, like grouped up with the Nihilus, right? The Nihilus is the prime person who's going to be getting hit. At this point, you're pretty much the fight's lost. Like, approach from walls, approach from angles, approach with, like... A lot of times with Kha'zix later in the game, what you're looking for is actually just, like, W's first. To reveal people, to get AoE slows on them, and then to pick off isolated targets, right? That's, like, how you approach fights.
Yeah.
That's, like, your mindset. But overall, I mean, that's, like, pretty much everything. Definitely things to work on, but I would recommend, you know, think about the things I've told you. The Kha'zix especially can definitely get better. And yeah, there's a lot of room for improvement. I mean, your scoreline here, like, look at you, you're like obviously popping off, right? So it's like, even after not playing him, you still have like the, you know, the fundamentals down. You just have to approach things differently and just understand your champion's playstyle.